Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am very late today, but it is still the 21st, so I haven't missed a day, and I'm pretty happy about that. But before I start rambling, let's start drawing. So I'll draw a scene for you today using a variety of pencils, a smudging tool, and an eraser. So, without further ado, let's start drawing, shall we? Okay, yeah, so I had a busy day today, and as you can see in the title, I managed to order the new webcam and the tripod. So when those arrive, you can expect better video quality, a more crisp picture, and less shaking of the screen. I hope you're looking forward to that. And I did order something else that I'm going to use for the stream, but I'm not going to tell you what it is, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to use it for. To kindle some, what was the word? Kindle some anticipation. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, that's all I had to tell you about the meta level of what's going on with the stream. So yeah, let's talk about what I'm doing right here. You all know the start. I drew myself a little frame and then a horizon line. And now I'm starting, or I started, to get some value into the sky. Just a mid to light gray at the top of the drawing, getting lighter towards the horizon. Let me speed this up a little bit and intensify the values so that you can actually see what I'm doing right here. Maybe right here it gets darker towards the top. Okay, so it gets darker, 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 darker. And now I think you can see something a little bit better. Okay. All right, yes. Moving on to the smudging tool. I'll get the sky to be a little smoother. Just going all the way left and right again, just like with the pencil, from the top of the drawing down towards the horizon. Very light pressure down here, so it doesn't get too dark right here. Let's do that again to get it a little smoother even. Okay, there we go. And I have this darker line right here that I didn't intend to draw. But since we got this right here, I feel inspired by it to just create some dark clouds in the distance, and we don't see any part of them touched by the light, so I don't use the eraser to create a brighter area for them. Let's have another one up here, maybe with a little different shape, some roundness on the edges, and it spreads out. It's a little wider, it's not as fine and thin as the other ones. But there's another line right here, another very fine cloud. Okay, maybe those are the clouds, but I've got some line structure in there. Doesn't matter too much right here, doesn't matter too much right there, but I want to smooth it up anyway, and I want to go into this one and really make it very smooth, makes it look a lot more like a cloud. Makes it look less like lines on a piece of paper. Okay. Oh, I like this effect so much on this one. I'm going to go a little more into those right here. Right there. Okay. That's quite nice, I think. Okay. Today I want to try out some more mountains inspired by what happened by accident yesterday. I want to get some random shapes in there. But first, let me set something up. I want there to be something in the foreground. And if I draw it in right now, I don't take too much time afterwards drawing too much in the background that I'm just going to erase. Okay, maybe, you know what? Maybe there's something going up right here and something right there. Let me make it a little darker so you can see it. Okay, but let's have some more layers. Right here, maybe. How am I going to do this? Maybe just by putting a couple of layers down right here. This goes up there. And maybe this goes down here, but also into this. Yeah, maybe like so. Okay, now the next thing is going to be the mountains in the distance. I'm going to use that same technique that I used the last couple of days. Let's have some mountains like this. And then some more in front of those, maybe coming up right here right from the horizon, right there. I want those to overlap. Let me just think where this might be the case. I think right there they can overlap. Yeah, and then this goes up here and it covers the rest in the background. Okay. You can't quite see those, so let me just make those more visible for you. I just made the zigzag line, and this continues right here, but that's what I'm going to continue this anyway, just to show you the process. So I just continued this line to the edge of the frame, and then I added the second layer of mountains right here, and this is where they overlap. And so this right here is behind the first layer of mountains, so it disappears. Next thing is going to be just some shapes in here. Make it less triangular, maybe. Okay, and then right here, maybe this is very flat. And maybe that's a characteristic of all those mountains in the first row right here. Something coming down the mountains. Like so. Okay, so this area is pointed towards the light. Actually, I want the light to come from the left. So all this is going to be dark. Most of the area of the mountains on my piece of paper is going to be dark. Those faces facing the right, they're all dark. Let me draw a darker line though to separate the individual mountains. One down here, one is right there, and this one right here. And then we had something else coming down here that gets a line for itself. And then over there, we've got one. Just all the lines, the right outlines of the mountains get a very dark line. Now I'm just filling in all those areas with the HB pencil. Little dark area right there. Then going over here. And this last one. Okay, let me make this a little bit smoother now. Or maybe I should first add some more value to the right outlines of the mountains and later blend those darker outlines with the a little bit lighter areas. Let's just get that done right here. And there. And right there. A little bit over here. Some darkness over there. A shadow up in here. One down there. Right in here. For this fella over here. And for this one. Okay. Now let's blend this together. But I'll be careful not to blend from the darker area to the lighter behind it. Just the dark area into the light. Maybe holding this like this is going to enable me to be more precise with that. Okay. That does the charm. Also, I think if I hold it like this, you can see more. The big fella right here. And the one behind him. They all get a smooth surface right now. And the next thing is going to be, let me erase this cloud out of this mountain. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is some detail in the light areas. Okay, I think that's enough. And now for the detail in the darker areas. Let me use the 7B pencil for that, because it's already really dark. Just some cracks every now and then in those mountains going down there. And then some darker areas, some more cracks. Something right here. Back there. In here. A larger surface right there, maybe. Sloping down like this. And something in here, something in between, and something going down here. And then we get something right here. Okay. So that's our mountain range. Next thing I'm going to do is draw this foreground. So I'm erasing whatever part of the mountains pierces into this foreground. And then first I'll give this upper area an outline with the HB pencil. Could have left some mist down there. You know what? Let me try and do that. Yeah. I'm going to erase this line again. And now take the smudging tool and let's say it starts right here. Pull something from those mountains right down. Maybe like so. Get this a little smoother, a little transition between those, this misty area and the rest. Maybe that's going to do the trick. Okay, and let me draw another line right here, another separation. Maybe it goes down steeper right there and goes down here. Yeah, could be a little misty. Okay. Now I'm going to have some more lines in here. Just some more detail. This one going up here, this one down there. And let me fill all this up with the HB pencil really quickly. Right there. Give it a little bit of a value. It's really light. Okay, now the upper part gets a little darker. All the upper areas. Everything below those lines. Right there. And down here. Okay. Below this one as well. But that's going to be a little different. Maybe like so, just a little bit of preparation for this right part. Okay, now I'm going in with the 3B pencil and making all those upper areas even darker. Okay, right here. go with this one. Right there. Get a little bit more of a transition going. Okay. Down here. Let me have a bit of a dynamic down here in this lower area. The terrain is a little different, so there's just a little bit of darker area right here. Okay, going in there. And then in here. Now, since this is just the overall shape of this terrain right here, I don't want a lot of detail. So I'll grab the smudging tool and just mush it all up. Right up here. Okay, pull it down to the next layer. All right. Now I'll take the 7B pencil and make some more lines. Let me emphasize those lines at the top, but get some more in there. Let's have one coming in from the right, because we don't have that at all. Okay, this one, this one, this one. And now let me just get a little bit more detail in there. Just bits and parts of the terrain. Okay, now we've got some detail in there. All right, so now I wanted to make this slope right here to look like it's a very rocky surface. So I'm going to start with this 3B pencil and then make some very sharp edges right here. And then I'll go from some of those edges standing in, I'll just go right into this volume. Some things stop right there, others go further. Some cracks and lines come in from the right. Let's get some more in here. Okay, enough of this. Now we have to enhance the shape with some shadows. And I'm going to do this. Let's say the sun is setting, so it's rather low above the horizon. Maybe it creases the tops of those mountains and just barely gets over and touches this rocky surface over here. That means the light is not going to come from the top, but it's coming from the right. So where we have a very steep inclination, this area behind it is going to be hit by more light than the areas that have a less steep inclination, where the inclination goes upwards. So the upward inclined areas are darker than the steep slopes. And that's what I'm going to try and emulate here. Maybe something changes in the volume right here, and there's some rather flat surface right there. That means it's poking out like this, and we have another edge right here. Okay. Some more flat area right there. And this is rather flat as well, so let me just give this a general dark value right here. And then some even darker stuff for some detail. Okay, maybe. This is all rather steep, so not a lot to be done here. Maybe some light shading over here. Maybe there's another crack. Maybe some cracks go vertically through this. Looks more like another layer of rocks. So let's get that in here. Maybe like so. Okay, I'll just use the HB pencil and get some minor details in there. I'm not taking care of any inclinations right now. I'm creating inclinations with this where there were none before. Maybe this whole area is darker though, since it's not facing towards those mountains, it's facing towards the other side. So maybe all this is darker. Right there. And this would be darker as well. Okay, something in here, and that's that. All right, I want to try and draw another cow today. That's why I set this little hill up here. I want the cow to stand out against the sky and not stand right here. In all this detail, the contrast between the cow and the detail wouldn't be very high, so it wouldn't be very much visible. But up here in this very detailless sky, there's just this cloud up here. the cow is going to stand out. So I'm risking screwing this drawing up right now, but I just want, yeah, I want another cow there, and I want to be a little risky today. I'm thinking about whether it's going to face towards the observer, or, you know what? Maybe, yeah, I think it's looking down into the valley down here. So there's going to be the behind. I'm just setting up the shape with a cube. But if it stands like this, it's not, the head is going to be right in front of those mountains, so it's not going to stick out. So maybe I'll shift it over here. Just sketching very lightly right now to have an orientation later. Yeah, this looks more or less cow-shaped. Let me... maybe right here there's a leg. And there would be one over here. There's a leg right there. One right there. And then there's a belly right here. All right. That's not going to be perfect at all, but I don't know how to change this to make this look more like a real cow, but maybe you're going to be able to identify it as a cow. So let me start with everything that's in the shadows. Let me start with the 3B pencil right here, and all those things on the right side of the cow are going to be in the shadow. Those parts of the legs right here, and the entire behind. Is in the shadow, like this. And then this part of the belly right here is going to be dark as well, getting lighter towards the left. And then we have this leg right here on the other side, and one right there on our side. And now what's missing is the head and the lower part of the jaw right here. That's very dark. The ear's going to be seen. There are some dark areas in the ear, so I'll just draw in this ear right this, and let's give it an eye right there, and a couple of spots, maybe one right here, one down there, and a couple of small ones, maybe one up here so we can see where the back ends. And there we have our cow looking down into the valley. It's not exactly perfect, but I think it turned out better than the one yesterday. I think I can be satisfied with that. All right. That's it for today then. Let me give this a nice rectangular edge everywhere. And I didn't pay much attention to the stream. I'm right now realizing there's a viewer. Hello and welcome. I hope you like the scene that you're seeing. And I see you even like the stream. Thank you very much. Okay. Maybe a little bit up here. Maybe like this, and then let me clean up this mess down here. Okay. All right. Let me knock off this residue from the eraser. Most of it sticks to the piece of paper anyway, so I gotta wipe it off. Just wipe it off gently. Okay. Maybe let me put it right here so you have a nice center view of this drawing. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. The ones who are here live, the ones who watch it as a video. I'm really glad that there are people out there that like the content. So yeah, if you find yourself coming back to the stream, please consider subscribing. Tell me in the comments what you like, what you don't like, what you would do different. Let's maybe discuss some drawing techniques, aspects of drawing, or maybe just ramble about random things down there. All right, this shall be it. Thanks for being here with me. I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye.